Alright, what's going on, everyone? This is pretty big news for Majora's Mask in the past, like, couple days alone. There's been a lot of new advancements, but I wanted to make a moonwarp tutorial for you guys, because I've actually had a good amount of people ask about, like, how the setup is done and how precise it is, and truth be told, this is one of the most precise setups this game has ever seen. Maybe the most precise, actually. But basically the trick works by using the newly discovered glitch in Ocarina of Time called SRM, or Stale Reference Manipulation. I do not know the logistics and everything on the trick. It's very, very specific and very in-depth in a lot of different ways. So I don't know if there's any videos that explain the glitch or not out there right now. I can link one in the description or something if I find something. But basically, I just wanted to show you guys how to set this moonwarp up. It is very precise again, but I think as long as you know the inputs, it really is not like too bad. So basically, what you need is, first of all, it only works on the English version, I think, right now, because the way owl saves work in this game is they basically you're able to like go up and save, and then that save can, after you go back into the file, can bring you to the moon. So essentially what we're going to do is we are going to load some particles and actors in one load zone while exiting the zone when something else is coming in it. So what that means is the first thing you do is let me just say what you need here. So all you need for the trick to work is 2 bombs. I'm on the cheats right now, so I can like give myself extra bombs. And then you need a fish in a bottle, and you need magic and Zora and Deku. You don't really need bomb chews. We just get the bomb chews for the speedrun. And Ocarina. But basically, we're in the southern swamp. We're in front of the witch's hut right now. The first thing we have to do to set this trick up is you need to go in this, like on this wall here. So the visual cue I use for this wall is there's a long, like a dark line here. There's this next like long dark line, and then this third one here is my visual cue that I use. It might not be the fastest one, but this is about as close as you can get to this other load zone without actually loading it. So what I mean by that is, like, when I turn, see how that's not loaded? There's like sky over there. But basically, you want to get in this area. If you load this other area on accident, you have to go all the way back into the woods and reload the area again. It's not run over, but you just have to load it again. So you go to this dark line, you do a shield turn down left. If I can even do that, nice. Then what I do is a vertical slash, and this should put me like very close to where the load zone is. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a bomb and immediately change to Deku and shoot 2 Deku bubbles. And when I drop the bomb and shoot the bubbles, I need to move into the next load zone before the bubbles pop or the bomb blows up. So it looks like this. So basically, it's not that hard. I think the second bubble is the hardest part of the whole thing. But essentially that's how it's done. And then you change to Deku, or I'm sorry, Zora, and then we go over to these flowers to where this Rupee is. And this Rupee specifically, actually I'm going to wait for this guy to disappear. So the front Rupee is the one that we need to use for this trick to work. If you use the Rupee in the back, it will not work. So why that is, I don't know. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to grab this Rupee with our Zora fins and then Void as Deku immediately after that. So if you touch the rupee, the run is over. You have to actually restart entirely because this rupee, or these rupees in particular, they will not come back unless you song a time. So, I mean, I guess you could continue your run if you collect the rupee, but you want to come over here. What I do is, you can get kind of close. I go up to this like part of the flower and slash. You want to throw your fins, or release your fins. I catch the rupee on the right fin. You see how like the right fin is going to be in front of it. And you want to aim somewhat high so that the fins don't hit the flower. So you throw your fins, and then a few frames after they're in front of you, you can change to Deku and Void. So it looks like this. And you target here as well. Sometimes you can target that guy. So this next part is a little bit weird. We're going to do what's called the poop stain setup. Me and FullGrownGaming came up with this, but basically, I'll just show you guys how it's done. You have to, as of right now, the rupee is on its way back. We need to put it in a specific spot so we can bring it into the other load zone. And it looks like this, so we'll just do this. So the fins are on their way back. So you get over into this corner. I'm going to pause again. So you want to target this corner. And then what you do is you do 2 full slashes, not fast. You want to do 2 just regular like full slashes with your fins. And then a full backflip. Like this. And then a shield turn right, and then target. And then the rupee will always be... This is the poop stain right here on the ground that I was talking about. So there's like a long black line, essentially. But it's like on the tip of the black line. So if it's there, you put it in a good spot. It can land, I think, a little bit above this line. I'm not totally sure, but I do know that this area does pick up the rupee. So, okay. So now that you have the rupee in place and your bubbles and your bomb are over there or whatever, now we can do the very precise and tedious setup for the moonwarp. So what you do is you come over to this, what do you call it? Just a boardwalk thing. And then you want to target it. Make sure you're targeting it before you climb, so your angle is straight like this. And then you side hop over here. You want to get in this corner. I do a retarget. I don't know if that's like required, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna dry roll into this spot, and you want to do it like 3, maybe 4 times to make sure that your coordinates are exactly what they need to be. So we got 1, 2, 3, and you want to make sure that Link's feet are like fully stopped on the ground as you're doing this. So now my coordinates should be in the right spot. I don't know because I don't have the the practice run for this right now. Excuse me. But now we're gonna do a full roll forward. So you want to have your shield out for this to be super precise. So I'm holding forward and I'm gonna tap A, and then during the roll and while I'm holding forward, I'm holding shield again like this. So then you do a dry roll, and then another full roll, and then you do a left shield turn, and then a target. So now this part's a little tricky because we need to do some ESS turns, and ESS turns in this game are really stupid and dumb. So let's do those 3. Hopefully I don't mess this up, because I think that was 2 already. Is that 3? That was 3, okay. So his head is like in between. It's like to the right of that dark line, to the left of his ear. That's my visual cue for that. And then what you do after that is you do another full roll, a dry roll, and then you take the mask off. And now you do a slash, and then you hold shield during the slash, horizontal slash. And then you want to do some vertical slashes now, but you don't want to press L first because you'll target this guy, so you can see up. And now you can press L. So you're going to be targeting out of the C up, and then you tap A. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vertical slashes. And then you do a full jump slash. And then this next one is a jump slash, but you need to hold forward on the first frame. Or second frame, I think. So what I do is I'm holding my control stick like this. I kind of just roll my index finger and my thumb like this so that it's like A and then B. So you can do like a first frame like that. So that'll be first frame. And then during this, you can... yeah, this one is you let go of target and you hold forward and shield. Man, this is just a lot of steps, dude. But you release target and you hold forward and shield. So it looks like this. Alright, so there's that. And now you want to do a spin attack and then hold shield out of the spin attack. And then change the Zora. And now you can do 2 full slashes, but not fast. So 1, 2. So this is your spot. This is where you need to be for this trick to work. Hopefully. Hopefully I got this right. This might not be right, but we'll see. But this is your spot, basically. So now we're going to throw the fins at the Rupee. It is very, very precise. Anything that you do after you throw your fins, you have to do correctly or the run's over, because the Rupee will fall. I think it falls out of bounds or something. Don't quote me on that, but it can like fall out of bounds sometimes, I think. So, basically what we're going to do is you want to let go of target for at least 3 frames. So like that. And then I just pause. And then you can start your slash, so full slash, and hold B. So now it looks like this. And then you want to aim for 1 frame down, so I'm holding B and up out of the unpause lag. So there's 1 frame down. And then you let go of your fins. So now we can't mess up. So now the fins are on their way to the Rupee. And then you pause buffer to a certain frame. So I'm watching his hat right now. And you see how the camera's like panning left? Once it gets to this frame to where it's like right about to touch the wall, that is where you change to human and you hold left until you hit the wall. So now he's on the wall, and I'm watching his hands now. So if you look at his hands right now, you can't see his fingers. But if you keep going, see how his fingers appeared there? So it's the second frame where his fingers appear, basically. So that one right there. It's very, very similar. I honestly would be careful and not try to one-pause this trick because it's very hard to differentiate between the 2 finger frames. So then you equip your fish over Deku. And I'm holding left. I don't know if this matters out of the pause, but I'm holding left and mashing fish. So now the fish is here. So now I'm holding down and mashing start. So now we're going to just hold down until a certain frame. It's the Naruto Area 51 running frame that we're going to go to. So he's going to like start doing this. Start running. So do you see how his left knee is... like you can't see his shoe on his left knee. If we were to go 1 more frame, you can see his shoe. You see how his shoe appeared now? This is the frame where you need to pull a bomb and hold down. So he's pulling the bomb. And then on this frame, you hold shield and down for 2 frames. And then once you get to this frame, you just hold down and hope it works. I don't know if this will work. So let's just hold down and hope. Alright, so we did our little setup. So now we're going to go over here. And we're going to go to the owl and see if there's 4 different outcomes you can get. Either if you were in the wrong position, the owl is going to be... it's going to be there, but the trick won't work. And then if you got the right position but wrote the wrong value, the owl is either going to be unloaded, the game will crash, or just those 2 things. And then, or you'll get the trick. So hopefully we just got the trick. So we'll see. Okay, that's a good sign. So the owl is there. It looks like we potentially did everything correctly. So I'm gonna hit the owl now. And so when we hit the owl, he's gonna like freak out. He's gonna, the game like hates this for some reason. So it's gonna do a bunch of flashes and stuff. And then hopefully that happens. Okay, so we got it. So we actually got the trick. So the game hates this. So in order for this to work now, you need to pull out your ocarina in front of the owl, and you need to play 6 notes. This is because when this happens, the 6 notes correspond to Majora's like room value or something. If you don't play the 6 notes, this will take you to the mayor's office. So you just have to play 6 notes. I like to play like Sun Song. That's all you have to do, and then you do this, and then save and quit. And then hopefully, when we go back into the file, it will be good. And there it is. There is your moonwarp. And I'm really surprised I got that first try, because it is really precise. But if you guys are getting a crash or the owl unload, that means that you're really close. And it's most likely that what happened, if that happens, is that you're not waiting the 3 frames before you like throw your friends. That was an inconsistent thing for me for a bit, but yeah, there's some moonwarp. So definitely give this a try. I'm not quite sure if it works on N64, but it definitely works on Wii Virtual Console. So thanks for watching, guys. Please, we need more astronauts in this community. Get this any % category rolling, and other categories as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.